Opinions, viewpoints, and beliefs presented on this program do not necessarily reflect those of the management, the affiliates and broadcast partners, or the sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Scarefest Radio, the radio you can see.
And welcome everyone to Scarefest Television, the original broadcast date, October 13th, Friday the 13th, 2023. And it's tonight we're having a very special Q&A, FAQ. Just, if there's a Q involved, we're doing it tonight.
Crying episode.
Yeah, we're
because it's only a week
bawling
away.
our eyes out. And we have a special appearance tonight by Brandon Griffith, who did not trust that Adrian and I could get the job done, apparently. So he's brought visual aids and everything, people. So,
oh my God! I mean, that's what you take out of that, like.
Yes. You were on the week before. You didn't say anything about wanting to come on, and then all of a sudden you want to come on because if I believe he trusts me and Adrian to handle it. I did, but the gist of it was he doesn't trust you all to find where the door is.
That's right. It's you all he doesn't trust, and he's taking it out on us.
So I just want to say right now that I think everybody can find the door. I don't think that everybody can find the door that they necessarily need to go into.
There. But part of that's because he found out from his printer this week that they don't exist. So just saying.
Yep.
That's what was it? Backdrops are us or some bullshit like that.
Hey, don't look at me. I didn't do that one.
Okay. Anyway,
that company was promoted to me, and so the center does all of our printing for the window cleans and like ceiling banners and all that, but photo ops, I decided to go with a different backdrop as opposed to the baby blue sky that we've had for the last several years.
It's a good George Strait song.
I don't know who that is, but I really don't.
You don't know who George Strait is?
He plays a guitar.
Oh my goodness!
You uncultured swine.
You asked me about punk music in the 80s. I can just go to town.
Henry Rollins
George
is coming
Strait.
to town.
You are not from Eastern Kentucky, then.
Yeah.
And I catch hell every time I don't know who played the janitor on some fucking George Romero movie.
This isn't a country, but I don't run a country music convention.
You do live in Kentucky and you drink bourbon, you poser.
Doesn't count.
Okay. Enough of this frivolity. By the way, everybody, stick around. We have a very special episode of Bonehead Humor tonight. Bonehead Weekly's movie review is just very, very special. I didn't even look how long it was. I don't think he recorded it twice this time.
Better not be 7 minutes.
And if you hear a buzzing coming out of your phone, it's because the studio has been invaded by stink bugs. So that's
exciting.
Yes, isn't it though?
Gotta love fall.
What?
Gotta love fall.
Oh yeah, and yes, I got a haircut. Everybody, the fans notice these things.
Yes, so, it looks glamorous.
Right. So everybody, we're watching the chat room for your FAQs, for your questions. The photo op. See, now that's the thing though. They finally came out with the photo op schedule today, and I had this entire show planned. I was going to put a 5-minute alarm on my phone, so every 5 minutes I could ask you if the photo ops were posted yet, the photo op schedule, so you know what the fuck I go through.
Fair. Fair.
But yeah, the photo did they are we still on Friday or have they?
Yeah, I was just about to check, and probably like if Saturday has been posted, one of our attendees has already found it and just shown it from the bat signal. I'm sure, but it's still coming up as no Saturday for me. I texted the Saturday schedule is done. She tried to post it. I don't know if her internet connection is bad. They are at a show. And she said that she is going to push the button again as soon as she gets a chance. So once I get that, I'll let you all know.
Now someone's okay. Now we have updated the schedules on the website. Most of them have been updated. In particular, the one that has the panel, the directors panel. So if by asking that shows me you have not been to scarefestweekend.com and clicked on the panel schedule because it actually says who's on the directors panel.
Oh, I haven't done that.
Well, you probably got it memorized it.
I do know who's on it, but I haven't clicked on it yet.
So no, that's all I'm saying, people, is something we need to do you like the I don't know what's a good analogy there. We need like
you all, kids wearing leashes.
Yeah, we need you all to take a little incentive here, and
okay.
Yeah, that's,
Barbara says that it wasn't there the last time she looked. West G's Louise.
Yes, but that's what that is kind of the nature of website updates.
If it's not there, then that is completely 100% my fault. And when I get off here, I will go in and reconcile that if that's the case.
Actually, it is not your fault because I went through last night before I realized that you had actually finally peeled out the panels from the other schedule, and I redid one in my format, which has a much prettier, large, big graphic that when people click on it, it fills their screen up. Just saying. But anyway, so I went through and.
Are we getting in the my graphics are bigger than your graphics argument?
Can't measure penises on Zoom.
Well, I guess you can. Rulers
are good, but like it has.
Try it now.
But I mean, my webcam is not that specific. Like I would have to get my HD cam.
I'm on green screen. I can do anything I want. Anyway, okay. So
hey.
Now we are actually getting some real questions now.
It's live. She pushed the button again. Saturday photo op schedule is live, so we're gonna lose the whole audience for like the next 5 minutes while they look over that.
Well, that's okay because I can answer their questions, and I know they're going to be asked again later anyway. Okay. How is the parking going to be? Do you pay each day you're there? If so, do we know how much? Adrian, I'm gonna leave this up to you because you read the email.
So the parking is event parking, but it's not the most expensive tier of event parking. It's $20. And I've heard tell that if you get there early and you leave late, you might not have to pay, but you cannot quote me on that. So that's what I hear through the grapevine. I don't drive the whole weekend, so I can't confirm or deny how it's worked in the past. But from what I understand, it will be $20 per day to park in the main parking lot.
If you drive your truck, you can jump the curb. Just saying. Yeah.
Also
okay.
have my parking visual aid and some ideas on how folks can get around some of that.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'll wait till my turn.
Well, no, you just jump in whenever you want. Okay, I do want to say, I'm just catch up on questions here. What did we decide on karaoke? Someone asked, what's the story on night 2 of karaoke? Because you threw it out there, people want to know.
Yeah. If the karaoke company is totally down, I haven't got official confirmation. I think Lex Live is on board. We're probably not going to really promote it. We might make a post the day of if anybody remembers to make a post about it, but we'll probably just be over at Lex Live on Saturday night doing karaoke. So just come check.
And so now, for the record, I'm having all these a problem with all these references to posts now during the weekend. What are these people doing looking at their phones? Now, we can have Chad announce it. I'm saying it can be announced. But today, Brandon's wanting to do something you saw another con do during the con. So if you all, I swear to God, if you all are going to walk around the floor, if you're looking at your phones, Facebook in particular, now if you want to do QR codes and all that, I understand. That's the modern age we live in. The question. Someone did not see this on the website anywhere. Which vendors are coordinating with Terrence on the cards? I will gladly support their booth. Do we even know that until he comes out with a list of cards?
I don't know. Let me text him. I'll ask.
There's probably a process that we are unaware of.
All right, so that's in Terrence's wheelhouse right there. That was independently coordinated.
Yep.
Okay, now this is just me because I'm not seeing the questions roll through. It's because I've done such a swell job answering them without being snarky on Facebook. Completely not snarky. Anybody in the chat room this is your first year, just say, hey, this is my first year. We got like 3 chat rooms, so, but I'll see it. I won't get your names because my chat room, that's the price of having this chat room. It does not get names, but
I usually can catch them.
How many cards are in a full set? So Terrence said this to me. He hasn't answered my other question yet, but he said he is printing over 18,000 cards.
So each set is 18,000.
Yep, you got to collect all 18,000. He said, good luck finding them all. When someone shows me they have a complete 36 card set with all 9 chase cards, they get an exclusive metal card. So the way I'm reading this is there's 45. If you get all 45, you get the last one. Yeah. The metal card. Someone says, oh no, we lost video.
The final boss.
Gonna need a bigger binder.
Well, that was weird. In the chat room, can you still see it? Because actually, I just pulled up the dashboard and it's got like when the episode started. I don't know what's going on. So let's make sure.
It's working on mine.
Okay, but
Yeah, I see it.
But I do not know why. I'm just gonna shut the dashboard. Then I have plausible deniability then.
There you go.
Plausible deniability.
We have several people in the chat room that are first year.
Awesome. Welcome.
Yep.
Welcome.
Things that if you read it in another chat room would really freak you the hell out. Someone just said, I cannot wait to hand out the skulls.
Someone asked what our Thursday ticket hours were. That's 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. You are correct. Yes.
I came in late. Please talk about parking again. Susan, you know where we're going to park. Park in the big, park at the loading dock. You park at the loading dock because you're involved.
Yeah. Now I was going to say, I will let people know there are limited spaces in little places around the building, but you have to have a special card to park in them. So if you park somewhere like the loading dock, you will get towed. We have no control over that. We have to have special parking passes to park back there. It's for like big vendors, like with the, just don't park back there unless you're
told to.
Given a card. Yes. It is, tow bill is way more expensive than a $20 parking fee.
Okay.
Shuttle schedule info. The shuttles will be running from the Hilton and the Clarion to the Convention Center every 15 to 30 minutes. Starting at 7 on Friday, ending at midnight, starting at 8 a.m. on Saturday, ending at midnight, and starting at 8 a.m. on Sunday, ending at 6 p.m. Oh, they're saying, Jake said the video is freezing on your page, but it's fine on the main page.
Then that's fine. Everybody on my page, bail. Go to the page that I literally post every week to go watch.
Somebody is in here from Mississippi, and someone said, hey, from Manchester, England. Hi, guys. Yeah. Is Brandon alive there? Brandon, you need to show signs of life.
Sorry, Brandon's multitasking.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's hit our first commercial.
Yeah, it's time. I had my water bottle sitting in front of the clock. My bad. Everybody, we'll be right back. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
horror, movie, fans, 4, life. On Facebook, find us. 4 watch parties. 4 news. 4 memes. 4 friends. 4 life. Horror movie fans for life. Join us.
And we're back with tonight's Q&A special episode of Scarefest TV, because the convention people is like next week. It's like, is it just me, or did it sneak up more this year, even though we did more work ahead of time?
I mean, it
Yes.
hasn't stuck up on me.
It has me for sure. And I've been like the last 2 weeks. So last week, today's what, Friday? I left my house last Saturday, and I had not left my house since the Sunday before. I didn't even realize it. I had to get on my bank account and figure out when the last time I bought something was, to figure out the day I left the house. And that's not a joke. And the whole time I was here, I'm on this laptop or on this iPad or on this phone for 6 straight days. So yeah, it snuck up on me.
No, I've actually turned into like powder, like Sean Patrick Flannery. Like I walked outside today because I had to go across town, and the sun hit me so hard, and I'd been so tethered to my computer for the last few weeks that I felt like I was going to break into flames like Cassidy on Preacher.
Someone just said that them and their 6-year-old son Craven and I are driving 9.5 hours from Hot Springs, Arkansas. This is his first con.
Cool.
That is awesome.
Totally awesome. I'm trying to wrap my head around his experience. We got to make sure this kid has a really great experience, is what I'm saying.
I know,
because
right?
if he's good, he will associate conventions with day-long car rides with his mom, and so yeah, we got to make sure he enjoys it. Okay, here's how out of date or out of touch I am. I dreamt Tuesday night that I was at Scarefest working. Okay, not unusual this time of year. Except I woke up Wednesday morning and actually did the math in my head. I said, today's Wednesday. Oh my God, it's walkthrough. Now, it's not bad enough I thought that. I actually shouted it.
To me. And I'm like, no, dude, don't take my week away from me. I'm not ready.
Oh my gosh.
No, yes.
We got some questions that came through. I have a photo op at 7:20 p.m. on Saturday, and I was wondering if I would be done with it in time to make the Talk Scary to Me event. Yes, if you look at the photo op schedules, normally they are 5 to maximum 20 minutes apart, because even a full session only takes 15 to 20 minutes. So yes, the short answer, absolutely. You will definitely have time to get downstairs. It's like, it'll take you like 100 seconds to walk from photo ops to downstairs. You're golden. Wes, I just looked at the panel info and I have a question. Do we anticipate our OG Scream Ghostface being added, Lee Waddell? He was a last minute guest, so maybe a possibility. I think the panel schedules and the guests are set. I don't think, because we're not doing a Scream panel. What kind of music will be at the VIP party? Random question. And will there be food? The food court is just adjacent to the VIP party room. There won't be food in the party room, but there will be food and drinks you can purchase just outside.
And the music is that teenage crap y'all listen to nowadays.
Crap.
That's...
Happy Friday 13th. Let's see. So we did have some requests for a Melinda and Trevor panel, but unfortunately we are booked from open to close on all 3 days for our panel times, because we have to have time to get in and out of the room, and we have to block an hour for each one. So if you go through and you add add up all the times the panel room is completely booked for the whole weekend, which is great. We can't add anybody else. Let's see.
I don't know at the rate I'm going, I might have to add another indie film panel like in the classroom.
I was gonna say you've got 2, don't you?
Do we have? We never. No, we remember we said we would hold something for the second one, but it never made it on the schedule that I'm aware of.
Oh,
so we might have that time blocked off, but it wasn't on my paperwork.
I'll look. Jimmy said, I came to Scarefest in 2009. Awesome to meet Gunnar Hansen. Awesome. Is it the same location? Technically, yes. It's in the same physical location, but they tore the whole building down and built us a brand new one. So we got an upgrade. But that's really cool. And I have a 2009 signed poster hanging in my hallway that's got Gunnar's.
I will clarify that for anybody that hasn't been for the last, 3 years.
Yes.
You do not go into the Hyatt or down on that end of the building to get in.
The entrance is on the other side of Rupp
The entrance
Arena now.
is on the other end of Rupp Arena now. It used to be on the right, facing from the parking lot. Now it's down on the left somewhere. You will see signs.
Remember when you were giving me shit a few minutes ago about visual aids?
Are we ready to go to visual aids?
Would you like to do your visual aids now?
Well, I mean, we're talking about stuff that's in visual aids, so I mean,
pull 'em up, big boy.
Then let's go with it.
Someone says, I know the shuttles don't run past midnight, but do we have a final call for leaving Central Bank Center like 11:45? I'm asking because I'm doing the story time that goes 10:30 to midnight. Yeah, I would go out. I would go out by about 11:45 and make sure that you catch one. I'm sure that if there are people waiting, they'll keep running, but we're not going to be outside waiting for people after midnight. If there are people waiting on the shuttle, yes, but they won't be waiting on you, if that makes sense.
And as we've mentioned, Lexington is like the best Uber town in the United States of America.
Yes.
They're dependable, they're prompt, and it's not that big of a town. It doesn't cost that much. So if you have not done so, download the Uber app.
Someone asked, does the Ghostface Jeep, is the Ghostface Jeep going to be at the entrance all 3 days? No, I believe she will be there Friday and Saturday. I think there is a scheduling conflict that has come up. I just talked to her this week, and she might not be able to be there on Sunday, maybe part of the day, but not all day. But she will be there Friday and Saturday for sure. I noticed that the Art the Clown photo op was added for session B, but it doesn't say with the director. That's just a typo then. All of the Art the Clown photos come with Damian Leone in the photo. So that's just a typo. Let's see. Let's go space. Okay, you're good, Brandon.
Okay. So, yeah, if you were here several years ago, your GPS is going to send you to the same spot, but it ain't going to look nothing like it used to be. So, let's start with the doors, because if you came in, since 2021, this has been the main entrance, and the main entrance is on High Street, which basically, if you guys can see my mouse, runs this way. So this is south, this is north. So here's the main entryway right here.
Ooh, that's cool.
So that's the main entryway. Thank you, Wes. So what the vantage point looks like from where this big red dot is basically these two pictures right here. So this building right here with all the doors coming down, that's Rupp Arena. This street right here is High Street. And then down here is the entry point. And so the line generally goes up here past all these doors, and that's the general admission line. That's where if you see people standing there, that's where people are standing in order to get their QR code scanned. So on the map over here, again, this street right here is High Street. It's this street that runs right here. And then here is the big, huge parking lot. It's across the street. That's the primary parking spot. We'll get more into that. But so right here where the big red dot is, and this is the front door. Your wheelchair accessibility is over here to the right. There's a ramp that goes up through here, and it'll lead you right up here to the top of the stairs. Now, these are broken down into 3 major points. So these first 4 doors that are marked box office, that's where you're going to go if you just got into town and you need to get your QR code scanned or get a ticket. If you're a day pass holder or a weekend pass holder. So the line is going to, Scarlett, you're going to turn that off for right now. Or turn it down really low. Only for a little bit. Sorry guys. So day passes, so Friday single pass, Saturday single pass, Sunday single pass, weekend pass. To get your QR code scan and to get your wristband or badge, you're going to go through these doors marked box office, and the line will go directly to the right. So if you have a single day pass, it's going to be a wristband, and you'll need to have that with you for the entirety of the day. If you're a weekend pass holder, that will be a badge with lanyard. And then if you're a weekend plus pass or VIP, that will also be a badge with a lanyard. Now, if you are a VIP or a weekend plus pass holder, and you pull up here and there's a line that goes all the way down, you do not stand in that line. You go through the reentry doors, and when you first walk in, within the first 10 foot, you'll see a lane that says VIP, Weekend Plus, Info, Media Check-In. And you're going to follow that line. It'll be barriered off. You're going to follow that line all the way down, and then you'll get your VIP stuff or your Weekend Plus stuff. So you do not stand in line for those 2 passes because they're early admission passes. So do not stand in line. Also, if you have a photo op and you're running late or there's a hostage crisis situation going on and you've got 10 minutes to get there and you pull up on Saturday and there's a 100-yard line out there, don't freak out. Go through the reentry doors. Tell the person on the inside that you've got a photo op and follow the VIP line all the way to the end. They'll give you a pass and help you get directly to photo ops expedited. We'll also have people outside that will be announcing if you have a photo op to please let us know coming up, and we'll announce it. And then they will usher you in. You will have to scan your QR code though before you go to photo ops. So reentry, if you've got your badge, you've got your lanyard, whether you're a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday holder, that's the door you go in and out of. Once you have your badge or lanyard or wristband or badge, those are the doors you go in and out of or into. The next 4 doors are exit only. And so that's pretty self-explanatory. Now, there are 2 entries here. You've got one on, this is Main Street right here. And then this is High Street. If you need to get a badge or a wristband, don't go in on the Main Street entrance. Go in through the High Street. If you've already got your badge or you've already got your wristband, the doors on Main Street, you'll be able to come and go. And we'll have a sign down there directing folks. But if you have to check in, do not do it on Main Street. I mean, that's pretty straightforward, I think. Is there any questions on that?
Nobody's asking anything in the chat room.
Sweet. So the old center is in the same exact spot. They tore it down, built a new center, and so now it's got 3 floors, and it's a different layout. So parking lot still the same. You're just going to go in differently. All right. Nobody has any questions about that?
Before you start on that one, I'm going to answer a question real quick. Somebody's first timer is asking about our vendors. Our vendors vary wildly on pricing of stuff. You will find great bargains. You will find stuff that only a collector would want. There is no short answer. I think everybody is, they know why they're there. They're there to sell stuff. But, it really does vary wildly depending on what you're looking for.
I go to a lot of shows, and, some places I go, merch will be drastically overpriced. I haven't seen that a whole lot here. And if we did see it where it wasn't fair, we would probably bring that up. But we've taken a lot of caution in who we've invited to the show and the vendors that we have populated. And so we don't have a lot of crossover vendors because, it's no fun if you go in and you've got 150 vendors that are all selling Funko Pops. So we've tried to space that out quite a bit more this year, but we've never really had that problem. But, going to cons, if you've got a weekend pass, that's part of the positive side of it because you can wait until the end of the weekend and maybe talk to vendors. That's one option. Sorry. There's a motorcycle on my street, I guess. But I think it's pretty evenly priced on what I've seen. The vendors that we have welcoming back, this year, you're always going to pay more on a con floor than you will going on, buying it somewhere else. That's not a convention. That's just a fact. But you're not going to find this stuff everywhere, which is why you're going to be paying a little bit of a markup on it.
Okay, let's see. So we're going to knock down some questions here real quick. Okay, and now, to answer this one, as Brandon stated, once you are scanned in and you have your wristband or badge, it doesn't matter what day that happens on. At that point, you are good. You are re-entry if you leave the building and you have. So yes, you get it done Thursday. You can re-enter.
Yeah, you get your weekend pass on a Friday or you get it on a Thursday. As long as you've got it, you're done with the line to get into the building.
And that means you are eligible to use the Main Street door without complications.
Yeah,
now,
nobody's going to tackle you, but yeah, it's going to get confusing if you try to go through that door to get your QR code.
Okay, now, real quickly, there is no autograph price list. The celebrities are not contracted by what they charge. Now, Brandon does have this idea where we might try to post some of it on Facebook once the con starts, but we cannot provide pricing on them because you know what happens if we get one wrong? You all show up and cuss us out. That's just the way it works.
I want to remind everybody, too, that, I'm sorry, Scarlett decided to go play with the dogs, and now they've gone crazy.
I can't do it.
You tell the dogs to be quiet, please. Sorry, guys. Hopefully you guys can't hear that too bad.
No.
So the prices on autographs and stuff, the best thing to do is, and I've mentioned this to a couple folks on the fan page, is if you search Facebook and you look for it, it's out there. But I can't post autograph prices for if they don't give them to us, we can't post it. Now, what a lot of shows will do, though, is that once their folks set up, is that, they'll go around and take pictures or get the numbers and then basically post it out to the fans and stuff. And that's probably what we're going to end up doing this year. But right now, if you search out, Greg Nicotero autograph, I did it just before we got on here, actually, just to see. And so I found it really easily. And so that's just one option for you to get an idea of what it's going to be.
All right. I do want to
okay.
throw this one out there. What happens if you want a photo op with someone and they are sold out? Exactly what happens anytime something is sold out. It's sold out.
Well, so
If you want to,
I'm going to add to that real quick because we
Okay.
did recently have a moment. When you look on the photo op list, you'll see a lot of them are labeled session A. That just means that is that celebrity's first photo op session. Some celebrities, if session A sells out, they will open a limited number of session B spots. Recently, David Arquette's session A sold out and we opened session B. So that would be an example of that. So you maybe check back the next day. If you're talking about the next few days, if you see one that sells out and you don't see a session B open up, please look again because there's a potential that more are added.
and if you miss a professional photo op, then and that's happened to me before. Selfies at the table are your next best follow up.
Yeah, if you miss out on the pro photo op, those are not refunded. If you miss your time slot, you have to make sure. And like Brandon said, we will make every effort for the early photo ops, but we cannot guarantee anybody to get a personal escort to their photo op. So please arrive well early enough to make it to your photo op. The next one is, will I be able to get to the black carpet through the crowd or enter at your own risk?
Both.
Yeah, that is both. The hallway, if you look at Brandon's map, especially like where those two blue lines are just to the right of that, where his cursor is, that area is going to be where the stage is and the black carpet. That hallway is over 40 feet wide. It is a large space, but it fills up very quickly once we get the media and the people that are surrounding the stanchions for the black carpet event. It does get very crowded in that area. So just keep that in mind. If you got a problem with crowds, the black carpet might not be the place for you.
The photo ops are where the stage was
Yes.
last year. I mean, for all
Yes.
intents and purposes, yes. But if you know where the photo ops were last year, you can see them from there.
Yes.
Yeah. And then there'll be a huge hanging banner on the ceiling, like when you walk in. But yeah, like, so the entryway that I was pointing to on this image. So like this door right here brings you in right here. Okay. So if you're coming in these doors, this is going to be the line for general admission. If you're a VIP, then you're going to have a separate line that will go all the way down. And then these will be the booths for VIP and stuff check-in. If you're re-entry, you got your wristband, you're coming back in. There's going to be a line that you need to go through here that will dump out, and then you're back in the show. Now, the main entrance to the con is right here, where you see these three red dots. So this is the main entrance. The rest of these are going to be exits. And so when you walk in, you've got your tattoo booths on the left. There'll be signage right through here. You've got your Green Goblin, your Mountain Oddities, your 3D figure scanner. And then to the right, you've got photo ops directly back, so you can look for the overhead signage. Same thing with Stars Row. It'll have an overhead sign as well. So it's pretty straightforward. You'll be able to see it. Now, for folks that are coming in before the doors open, so like let's use Saturday as an example. People can line up and get your tickets at like starting at 9 a.m. on Saturday. But the door is not going to open for VIP and Weekend Plus Pass until 10. And then the main floor opens up at 11. So you can come back, like, you can get your badge, you can walk around. There's stuff, to see. There's a lot of picture and photo ops that are going to be out here in the main spine area that I think will be pretty cool. Our merch booth is set up. You can go, if you come in at 9 and you're a day pass holder, get your badge out of the way, go grab a cup of coffee and then walk back down if you want to. But we're going to have 2 line queues out here in the spine for when the doors first open. So one is going to be for our VIP and Weekend Plus, and then one's going to be for our general admission. So at 10 o'clock, you know, I'll open the doors, and then I'll come out and do my hoorah, and the VIPs and the Weekend Plus folks will walk in. Now, after an hour at 11, you know, the general admission lines and regular weekend pass holders will be permitted to enter. And we sit there and watch it to the dot. And so, yeah, once we hit those time marks, then, you know, you guys can run on in. Now this is going to be on Saturday. This gets really busy. There's no way around it. And so we're going to set these line queues so it's not as confusing as it was last year. But yeah, there's going to be few vendors like Western Kentucky Ghostbusters will be over here and stuff. But we've got plenty of space to go down like this hallway and down through here. Now the stairs are right here to get downstairs to the meeting rooms on the second floor and the food. And the elevator, if you use a wheelchair or anything like that, is where I'm circling at right here. And so once you go down these stairs, it's going to land you right here on this floor. So here's our film pan. If you come down the stairs to the left, you're going to have the film festival, seminars, panels, classes, VIP lounge, stuff like that. When you come down the stairs to the right, and there'll be signage there, the food will be here to the right, and there's a room dedicated to that. That's, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, goodness gracious. Real quick, while Brandon is fixing that, someone asked how many sledgehammers are available. I don't have today's count on the sledgehammers, but they are limited, numbered to 50, and Brandon has one of them. So there were 49 available out of that. Someone asked if there...
Yeah, there's only a few left, and they're pretty awesome.
Where's yours? Well, they can't see you right now, but for when we come back, you'll have to show them your sledgehammer. Him and Scarlett have been packing the sledgehammer around forever now. Someone is asking if there is a VIP line for photo ops. The answer is no. Photo ops, even a full session of photo ops, is only scheduled for a 20-minute window. And honestly, having a VIP line would really just slow everything down. They make lanes for people to line up in so that the process is extremely expedited. So like I said, it would slow things down to have 2 lines versus just having everyone in one. Someone asked about people cutting the line in photo ops. And the short answer on that is we can't be everywhere. I can make people aware of that. I can make photo ops aware of that and let them know. But when it comes down to it, we have a actually pretty small team that runs the event. So I don't know if that's something that we can control in every line. Just if you're listening to this and you were line cutting last year, don't be a jerk and don't cut the line. There was another one that asked if there was a buy-up for general admission to get early entry. The short answer is no, not at this time. We did create a new tier of tickets this year. That was the Weekend Plus pass, but we keep those limited as to not actually to dilute the early entry. If we sold as many early entry passes as we did general admission, it wouldn't be early entry.
It would just be admission.
It would just be admission. So we do keep those limited, and they go on sale much earlier in the year, but we don't offer a buy-up for that. And then one more, I know Wes and Anita are taking notes too. Someone asked about Talk Scary to Me tickets. We have plenty of space left in Talk Scary to Me. If that was, I kind of missed the question. I saw it was Talk Scary to Me tickets. There are still tickets available for that. So if you have a specific question about Talk Scary to Me, you can ask it.
Okay, someone did ask about if they don't want to go the black carpet, do they have to? No. If you have early entry, if you're VIP or you have the Weekend Plus, you may go on in the floor. Wonderful. That'll make more room out in the hallway where the black carpet is. No problem
Yes.
there. Some of the stars won't be at their table because they'll be at the black carpet. Other than that, you're cool.
Yes. And
I mean,
also,
it's worth it just to see how tired I look when I get drug up there.
yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, what's next on your show and tell, Brandon? I'll keep making notes of questions.
All right. Well, I think the floor is pretty straightforward. The merch booth is right here. We've gone over the ticket stuff. I mean, it's all pretty straightforward. Now this is going to be your best bet on parking, and I'll post this. There's not a lot. I've already posted it once. There's not a whole lot of updates on it. But let me pull this picture over here so everybody can kind of see it real quick.
Oh, now you wait. You wait until it's your turn, and now you got to change it.
What did I do?
Well, we're just waiting on you, man. It's cool. I don't have anything to do.
Here, I'll while you're changing that, I will answer.
No, I mean, I already
couple of
did.
these-
I already did it. I was just dragging a
Alright.
picture.
All right.
Oh,
we'll
now
do
he's
it.
ready to talk. Let's
Okay.
cut him off real quick. Damn.
Brandon,
Put me down, Wes.
go with what.
Dude, I'm tired. I'll sit here and talk for an hour unless somebody shuts me up. All right. So this is the big parking across the street. That's Adrian's already talked about that. This is what it looks like on the map. It's straight across. It's the easiest thing to do. It's going to be a little bit more expensive. There's ample like wheelchair accessible parking and ADA parking. But you've got a whole lot of stuff like around here that isn't too bad either. So Lex Live is right here on the corner.
Hey, Brandon,
Yeah.
do you have that little red dot? Because I'm looking at this on my phone, and if someone's watching on the phone, they're not going to be able to see your mouse. I'm sorry. Bring over your little red dot and leave it stationary because I know you're moving your mouse around quite a bit, but
All right.
Yay! Red dot's back.
All right.
yes.
There's the main entryway. This is where the box office and everything that we just talked about. The line to get in for day passes is going to flow this way.
Oh, it's a live action red dot.
Yeah, buddy. The main parking, if you're using the center lot, is right there. That's the one I was just talking about. It's directly across the street and has all the ADA parking and all that. I mean, you're not really going to have a whole lot of trouble with ADA parking in Lexington, but if you do, you have a wheelchair, I mean, this is going to be your best bet. Now, if we take the little red bad boy here and move it down a little bit,
Oh, goodness.
that's Lex Live. So that's karaoke and all that stuff. Now, right behind it is a little parking structure. And I would not hang my hat on this because it fills up pretty quick. But if you park there and you eat at Lex Live or you stop in at Lex Live on your way out, they will sometimes validate your parking. I don't know if they'll be doing it that weekend or not, but it's something to keep in mind. That parking structure, though, is real tight, and there's not a whole lot there. So let's just keep that in mind. Now, there's a private lot right here across from Lex Live where people will park cars and stuff like that. Now, we move a little bit.
Wait, did you just say in that little parking lot, people park cars?
Yeah, they do event parking. So that lot right there, trust me, I've messed with this a lot. It's one of the ones I didn't label yet. But there is a event parking that is right there. It holds about 30 cars, I think.
If you stack them too deep.
It's a lot bigger.
Brandon, I'm
It's a lot
sorry.
bigger in person than it looks.
Listen, I know you're taking me literally, but that was a joke. You can move on.
Okay. Sorry. You guys got to look past me, man. I am extremely, extremely tired. All right.
Yes.
So down here is the Hilton. There is a very large parking structure right behind it. I don't know what they'll be charging, but it's not bad on price. The last time that I was down there, and you can do hourly or overnight. Now I don't have to label. I don't think I have to move that red dot around everywhere. But like, so the Hilton, the Hyatt, everything labeled here is parking. And these are all big lots or parking structures. So, and it's only, the farthest one is like 6 blocks away. And it's,
Barbara said the council is not sleeping, so results may vary.
Yeah. I told you, Scarefest Weekend 15 brought to you by Bourbon and Coffee.
Real quick, let's see. I haven't been paying a lick of attention to any questions. I don't know if
I
Wes
have.
wrote any down.
That's pretty much it. I'm done with
see.
visual aids.
Okay.
That's as good as I can do.
Okay, here's something I
Well,
wrote down. First of all,
I would say
somebody
let me get off
compared
the
us.
board.
Somebody compared us to another convention. Just don't even bother. No,
Oh, yeah.
The other conventions strive to be like us. That was on the VIP line skip.
Oh,
for-
about the line skips for photo ops.
Yeah. Anyway, just
someone
because somebody
said-
else did it, fuck them. Okay, now Dave Sheridan is appearing. He's not under contract with us. Is that a good way to say it? So that's why we didn't do an announcement and all that.
Yeah, it was a really recent addition, but we've done a banner for him, so we're going to get him posted up on the site. It's just there's been a lot going on. The last couple weeks of planning it's difficult to put celebrity announcements out, but he will be there. He will be doing in costume photo ops. He's on the photo op schedule. You all found him on the website. It's not like we were trying to hide him from you. I wish I would have done a scavenger hunt. I can't remember which one of you. If I thought about it for a minute, I would remember which one of you posted him. Lisa Marie, I think it was, posted him on the staff page. Just like Chris Harris told everybody the other day while Rachel and I were still editing the floor plan that all the celebrities were up on the floor plan, and I was like, "Whoa! If it didn't come from me, it's not done yet." Now Chris is like, "You're playing musical chairs with the celebrities." Well, I wasn't ready to share it yet, Chris, which is why I didn't share it. But since y'all over here are super sleuths, Sherlock Holmes and your magnifying glasses, yes, Dave Sheridan is coming. He's on the photo op schedule. Someone just asked about VIP line skips. If you're a platinum, you get 5 line skips. That isn't per day. That's total for the weekend. So you'll have 5 line skips in your bag. And golden.
Well, actually, due to printing, you guys are going to actually.
You're going to get 6.
Yeah, you're going to get 6.
You're going to get 6 this year. Now, when we printed them, because Brandon wasn't available to make a graphic with 5 skulls on it, we're going to get 2 cards with 3 skulls on them. But if you all keep playing and you test me, I'm going to go through and mark off one of your skulls on every card before I put it in the bag, and you're only going to get 5. So you better behave, or I'm going to start taking your line skips away.
Oh, also VIPs, we got our little Scarefest weekend Kentucky
They're
bag.
decently sized. Don't call them little.
I mean, they're average, I guess. Say.
Average is good.
Okay. Someone a little while ago.
For those putting the VIP bags, just FYI. That's all I was saying.
Someone did ask if the floor plan with the celebrities is final or if it will change. God, we hope not, but shit happens.
Always, everything at our show, every single aspect of the show is subject to change.
Brandon
Always.
might still find a page of people that he booked that
No,
me and Adrian don't even know about.
Look, when we get down there on Wednesday and we walk through, I mean, we've been using this space now. This will be the 3rd year. I mean, we've got a pretty good idea of what it's going to look like. But when we get down there and walk through, I mean, something may need to change. Lines may need to adjust. I mean, somebody's schedule may shift. I mean, that last one's very unlikely, but.
Well, it's not even that so much that, we try to get everybody in earlier, before the show, as early as we can, and not interfere with their lives too much. But, there is always, there's always extenuating circumstances with flights, things like that. But we always do our best to safeguard against any of those last minute changes. But if there's anybody that's going to miss time or have to leave early, we will announce that. And another thing, you know, especially for Sunday, and I'm going to put a list out probably in the next couple of days. We do have some celebrities that have to leave before the end of the day on Sunday to catch flights. This happens every year. It happens at every show. You know, a lot of folks have jobs they've got to go back to on Monday.
And blame
so
the TSA.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, it's not me. It's the, you know, the scanners and stuff at the airport. But yeah, so I hope that kind of answers that. But we will, I'll try to post who that's going to be, and we will make announcements over the loudspeaker before they leave. Also, Chad Harlan is adept with the mic.
There's so much fun going on that doesn't even cost extra. It blows this person's mind. They want to hug
Barbara.
Is it Barbara? She
Yes.
wants to hug each and every one of us, and thank you for giving us this. I will accept
Barbara, you're
hugs.
awesome.
I will accept hugs this year.
Yes.
So
Hugs. Yes. Absolutely.
even from Jake, I would accept a hug from Jake.
Chris Harris just posted, and I got to give him another shout out. He said, I leave the room for 2 minutes, and my wife says Adrian gave me a shout out. Sure, it was for yipping about the map early, but it still made the show. I forgive you for moving Doug Bradley on me, Adrian. You've earned it for all you've done this year. Okay, well, listen, guys. So again, this goes back, the Doug Bradley move, it was totally an Adrian oversight. We added another celebrity booth because Brandon wouldn't stop booking celebrities. And so we had to add another booth, and we did. But the way that Doug has to have his table set up, where he was not conducive for line building. So we had to move him. Actually, you know what? No, I just moved him because you liked the fact that he was there. Show him your sledgehammer now, Brandon. I saw you waving.
Yeah, I was like, we had a whole conversation about it, just moving him for shits and giggles.
That
So
is
here's the plate. So yeah, well, I got 1 of 50. So yeah, that's one of the perks of owning the convention. But yeah,
Don't like it, start your own convention.
Yeah.
yeah. No, don't do that. So real wood handle, blood smear. The sledge end is foam, but I mean it looks pretty cool, and the badge and stuff on it is really awesome. Yeah, I'm really happy with how they turned out. And we had to put Nicole did this, so hats off, and she had a crew like
an assembly line over at your house.
yeah, we had an assembly line to put these plates on the handle. So yeah, going above and beyond, guys.
Yes, exactly. Oh, while we're showing off swag and merch, you keep talking. I gotta show them something.
Oh, well, I was talking about the sledgehammer. I don't have anything else to talk about.
Okay, I'm back. You missed your opportunity. Okay, so
sweet.
One of the things that we're going to be doing this year at the VIP party is we're going to be doing some giveaways. And I have a really special giveaway for the VIP party. So this mask was made by Rick Stasinski from 13X Studios. He signed it. If you all don't know, Rick also is Selfie Guy in Terrifier 2. And he was going to come to Scarefest this year, but he had a scheduling conflict and couldn't make it. But Rick made these masks last year. This is a part 6 and part 8 mashup mask. And in the paint of the mask, he added dirt from the film set of part 6, I want to say. I don't remember that part exactly. I'll have to go back and look. But we're going to be giving this away. And these are numbered exclusively 1 through 50, which is what made me think of it. And this one is number 41. So very cool. You might be able to win this at the VIP party. Just got to show up. We'll give you raffle tickets.
Yeah, I didn't get one last year, so I'm going to try and win.
Oh, I forgot to mention you all. This is Brandon's. And I forgot about that until he just said that. But I'm going to give it away. So it's yours now.
Quit taking my toys away from me.
Brandon, if you go to the VIP party, you have a chance to win your mask back.
Oh, they'll say it's rigged. I don't. Now you've put it out there in the world. It's gone forever.
Okay, actual question. We're going to do a Bonehead Weekly's movie review because it's a very special one tonight. Okay.
Don't leave. We'll be back. We're gonna go over
Right.
10 o'clock.
We got
tonight
we
for the
we got
special
more stuff
Q
to talk about.
episode.
But before we do that, okay, go ahead and load it. What gets recorded to rewatch later, if anything? That's a damn good question, and we're glad you asked. Theoretically, the panels, most of them will be recorded. Some of the seminars might be. A lot of stuff will be streamed live. It's just a hodgepodge. That's the best way I can put it. So yes, but some of it will be streamed live. Some of it will be recorded. Yeah, do that.
No,
and then,
Brandon did not get the #1 mask last year because I was in charge of the masks. Brandon was in charge of the sledgehammers, and you see how how he did y'all.
That's why I said this year, I said never again.
Yeah,
Put my
never
foot
again.
down.
Do you have a trauma mop?
Yeah, I got one of those because I did them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what number did you get?
I'm not going to say. I didn't get #1.
Okay.
I didn't get number 1.
Let's do Joe's video.
I turned around,
Okay.
somebody got away.
all right, real quick, let's talk about Spirit Mechanics from spiritmechanics.com. Longtime supporters of the show, Missing Element Shop. They have opened a brick and mortar shop at 1018 East New Circle Road. Now, many of you will be coming into Lexington for the first time. They're at 1018 East New Circle Road, but they will be at the Scarefest. They have a booth at the Scarefest. So you may find them on the floor, spiritmechanics.com, and Stevens Healing Vibrations. That's in the shop with them. Vibrational sound healing.
Welcome to Scarefest Review, and this week we're going to talk about Pet Cemetery, Bloodlines on Paramount Plus. Hold on. Something feels a little weird. Something's happening. Fake transition, cheap transition, cheap transition, cheap transition. Did we transition?
Oh, no, Joe. If anybody is going to do a review of Pet Cemetery Bloodlines, it's gonna be me. Did I just put an earworm into everyone's brains? So you know when you are talking with your friends and you're discussing a good movie that you all enjoy, and then all of a sudden some asshole starts saying, the book was so much better. I hate that. But luckily for you, dear viewer, you don't have to worry about that with me. I don't read. However, I can in one instant be that guy. And that instant is Pet Cemetery. If you were to ever ask me what my favorite horror flick is, or book, same answer every time without thinking, Pet Cemetery. So when I heard they were going to remake my favorite horror flick in 2019, I had the following reaction. This is gonna suck. And you know what? It did. Yep. Every damn thing that I thought that could have sucked about that film, it was worse. But we're not here to talk about that piece of shit. We're here to discuss the prequel that was based off of the remake from 2019. Pet Cemetery Bloodlines follows the story that nobody asked for about a young Judd Crandall and his girlfriend Norma, who are leaving Ludlow to join the Peace Corps. Aww. But wait. Bill Baderman has buried his recently deceased son in the Micmac burial grounds, and he has come back to life. And shenanigans ensue. The film is just plagued with inconsistencies, plot holes, and continuity errors that just make me want to scream. I mean, seriously, Paramount, did you even read the book? Did you watch the prequel? Did you watch the original? For me, prequels are a tough sell. Most of the time, they are answering questions that do not need to be answered, especially in a 90-minute movie about a story arc that was captured flawlessly in less than 5 minutes in the original film. Life is precious, people. Don't waste your time on this movie. There are so far better things you can do. Make a sandwich. go walking, watch paint dry. Or you could join us on Thursday, October 19th at 7 p.m. at Lex Live as me and my group of freaks, geeks, weirdos, and lost causes band together to snuff out all the hopes and dreams of Joe Lewis and his boneheads in horror movie trivia. Grand prize is $200. This has not been Joe Lewis for Bonehead Weekly. Take it away, Joe.
Well, I don't know who that guy was, but he's not as pretty as me. This has been Joe Lewis of Bonehead Weekly and maybe Jake Gobold.
Okay, we're back. And a couple of questions that came up during Jake Godbold's little foray into movie reviews there. Somebody doing cosplay asked about it carrying he's playing Death, and he has the antique scythe. The answer is, yeah, just don't brandish it. But beyond, I've never actually seen any of our cosplayers taken down by security. So yeah, it's fine yet, because it gets a little more intense every year.
Yeah, so look, I mean, we've done a job of we've kept it fairly open to interpretation, and I've done that kind of intentionally. We don't have like metal detectors at the front. You know, as long as you're acting responsibly and things like that, like, you know, if it's everybody has props. We don't really get into a lot of prop inspection, but I mean, I think that would be fine.
Okay. Someone said, "Oh, we need to document karaoke." My God, you live in 2023. Every person in this chat room is carrying at least one cell phone with them. Record and stream the damn thing yourselves. We cannot do everything for you. There, I said it. That'll gain me friends. Anyway, yeah, that's now we will have a professional photographer at karaoke. We do have that covered, but as far as streaming, we have no intentions on streaming it, but you are welcome to.
What's next?
It's pretty much at you all now. I think I've answered everything I've seen.
Anybody else have questions? I know we missed some. I wasn't paying attention to the chat during.
Actually, everybody was just so aghast over Jake's insights that they were speechless. But yeah, and they're still asking now. Now we're going on this whole cosplay thing. We have animated chainsaw. It's fake. That's wonderful. No gasoline engine. There. Okay, you want an answer? No gasoline engines inside the center.
Nothing that takes fuel. We're not allowed to have it on the convention center floor.
So there. And take video. Nah. What? Anita will probably do it just because she is such a softie that she'll probably end up recording the entire evening.
I recorded some from Scarefest last year. I mean, I'm not sending it to all y'all, but I did record some. I recorded Brian Bremer.
Seriously, okay, I was flippant about the answer, but there will be it looks, if they were all cigarette lighters, you'd swear it was a concert. Because everybody else, everybody's recording it. So, do we have any more questions, everybody? We can end this thing at any time now. It looks like, because don't make me go through my phone messages to get content.
I was about to say, I feel like we cut down on half of a number of questions asked by releasing part of the photo op schedule.
I'm pretty sure that covered it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that helped.
Yeah, I mean, it did wonders for my blood pressure.
Fair.
So, if nobody has any objections, we're going to end this episode. Now, this will be the last time. Well, knowing Adrian, she'll do a damn live like tomorrow afternoon or something. just because she just has just enjoyed this experience so much and loves sharing with you fans.
Oh, we'll be doing another walkthrough. When we do the walkthrough, we'll be doing a video too.
That's true. But yeah, so this will be the last episode of Scarefest TV until the con, but you will probably be seeing more of us because, like he said, we're going to try to do walkthrough. And actually, I do have people during the convention that will be doing streaming. We are planning on getting some stuff streamed to the Facebook group during the convention. So you'll have that going on also. And I think we're good. No questions, just so much excitement. Thank you.
I feel like the closer we get to it, like everybody's getting amped up. And then like every week that gets closer, like we're on, or at least I feel this way. I'm just like,
I know you may not start requesting celebrities for next year until the week after the con because it just muddies the water. It'll confuse
AJ, are you
people.
so tired you're like hallucinating or something?
No, be quiet for a second. There's
Stink
something
bug.
in my ceiling.
Stink bug.
It's a
No,
raccoon.
it's a little bit big. No.
I killed the stink bug.
It's
It's-
malignant.
Oh man. Okay. I gotta get some something. I think squirrels aren't nocturnal, are they? I mean, if it was a squirrel, it would be asleep right now, right?
Unless it's a night
don't think-
squirrel.
I don't think squirrels have like alarm clocks.
I mean,
He
they
could be hiding his
probably-
nuts.
That's true too. It's the possum. No, I don't know what it. I don't know. It stopped, but I
So-
swear I heard it. Or I'm sleep deprived and I'm going crazy. So
No, I think Anita's got it. Obviously there's a squirrel hiding his nuts.
Yep.
Probably somewhere around your back door.
Yep.
I got it. Yeah.
I told my grandmother at 8:30 tonight that she should tune in and watch Scarefest TV tonight. So
Sorry,
Grandma.
Grandma. Sorry, Grandma.
if you're watching, what can I say? At
Well,
least
I
they're
mean-
cute, right?
I made
Chad,
a very benign statement, I think.
Chad says the guy with the camera is changing the battery. That's what you're hearing. Okay.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep.
Check
Okay.
it out of my roof.
So anyway, everybody, this has been Scarefest TV. Of course, I will be on duty answering your questions on Facebook this week, and I expect no one to be asking anymore. When's the photo op schedule coming out? You have to do other stuff now, like what are the
Yeah.
dates?
We need some original. Now, ask us when the ticket office opens. Ask us what days we'll be open. Ask where it is. There's
Mm.
all kinds of questions that you can ask now that we've posted the photo op schedule. I'm sure you'll think of something.
So
You
everybody,
have a way of awe-inspiring me.
so this has been Scarefest TV. We'll see you in a week.
Oh,